Enterprise is an SR carrier from the Eagle Union and is well known for being the poster character of Azur Lane. Enterprise also goes by the nickname Biggie or simply. She is the second ship of the Yorktown class and is the only one who is an SR, while the other are all elite. She is also one of the 2 ships who has an alternate version introduced, with her alternate version going by the name Ashore Code G, which in my opinion is probably the runaway Enterprise after humans tried to scrap her despite all the things she did for them. Enterprise can be obtained with the same method as Illustrious, since she is one of the permanent SR ships in the build pool. Stats wise, Enterprise belongs to the upper class, with her having the 4th highest aviation stats in the game, only lagging behind Saratoga Atrofit in the FX class by a few points. Enterprise has 6,193 hit points, 429 points in aviation and 329 points in anti-air. Despite these numbers, her stats is not the main selling point of Enterprise, because the reason why players like her so much is her one and only skill called Lucky E. This skill gives Enterprise a 70% chance to deal double damage to her enemies. Additionally, this skill lets Enterprise evade all attacks for 8 seconds after launching an airstrike, making it a game-changing skill. Now, onto her gear. Enterprise is a damaged focus carrier, so giving her a damaged oriented build will help her a lot in taking out her full potential. For her fighters, I recommend the Sea Fury for her because of its high damage. You can also give her the A7N Repu or the Supermarine Sea Fang. If you don't have the Sea Fury, the F6F Hellcat is also a good option if you want to go for a historical accuracy. For her dive bombers, the BTD-1 Destroyer is a really good option because of its high alpha damage against heavy targets thanks to its 2 1,600 pound bombs. The Ferry Firefly is also a good option for focused dive bombing run. The SB2C Helldiver and the SBD Dauntless McCluskey Division are also good alternative. In addition, the SBD Dauntless is not only historically accurate, but also has a passive skill that lets you deal 5% additional damage to enemy carriers, making it a good option when fighting enemies with a full carrier backline in PvP. For her torpedo bombers, the Blackburn Firebrand is a great choice for her if you want to give her a regular torpedo bomber, and the IGB-7A Ryusei is a good option for a Sakura torpedo bomber. I had already explained the difference between the two and which one you should choose for a particular sortie in my carded one video, so you can go check it out if you want. The Barracuda is a good alternative for a normal torpedo bomber if you don't have the Blackburn Firebrand, while the Nakajima B6N Tenzin is a good alternative for the IGB-7A Ryusei. For her auxiliary, like any other carriers, the Steam Catapult Homing Beacon is a recommended combination for her, since these are the only good carrier related equipment out there. The Aviation Oil Tank is a good alternative if you are using Enterprise for PvP battles. For fleet arrangement, Enterprise can be paired with virtually any other ships, since she doesn't have any skills that requires her to be with certain ship. I mostly go with pairing her with Illustrious and Unicorn, with Enterprise being the main damage dealer, while Illustrious and Unicorn are used as Vanguard supporters. You can also pair her up with Essex and Formidable for instant enemy deletion. Just make sure that Enterprise has a slightly faster reload than Formidable. You then put a 2-second interval between their airstrike to get the most out of Formidable's don't move an inch skill. You can also put her on a fleet with Long Island and Baton if you are hellbent in having Enterprise obliterate all the enemy. That will be it for this video, and as always, everything is just my suggestion and everyone is free to either use it or ignore it. Well then, I will see you guys around.